10 cities to visit in Portugal. Situated on the west coast of the Iberian Peninsula looking out over the Atlantic, the history of Portugal cities has long been tied to the waters that surround it. Famous navigators left its ports to return with fantastic riches that helped build the amazing cities that we know today. From picturesque Porto and historic Évora to lovely Lisbon and the fairy tale like Sintra, there are simply loads of great cities in Portugal to explore. 10. Viana do Castelo. With the lovely scenery surrounding the city, its beautiful monuments, awe-inspiring architecture and charming vibe, Viana do Castelo certainly has a lot going for it. The Republic Square, which gives off a timeless feel, has a number of lovely buildings and facades surrounding it, and it's a great place to sit back and have a drink in, taking in all of their features. Coupled with the Basilica of Santa Luzia, which is modeled on the Sacré-Cœur in Paris. These are just two of the highlights that delight visitors to this marvelous city. 9. Guimarães. Said to be the city where Portugal was born, Guimarães was the country's first capital, and its incredible castle and beautiful palace certainly testify to its prestigious past. While these two important sites obviously take precedence when visiting the city, there are a number of other places also worth checking out. For a stunning view, head to the nearby Penha Mountain and marvel at Guimarães down below. In the city, Olive Square is a peaceful place to spend some time, and here you really get a feel for the wealth of history that the city is steeped in. Lying about 50 kilometers north of Porto, Guimarães is a great day trip for history lovers. 8. Funchal. Located on the stunning island of Madeira, Funchal serves a gateway from which to explore its natural wonders. The city itself has numerous botanical gardens which are nice to walk around and have a lovely view out over the Atlantic. Two of the most popular places to visit are the Colegio Church, which has an ornately decorated interior, and the bustling Mercado dos Lavradores. With a number of world-famous wines produced in Madeira, you'll want to sample as many as possible before heading off to your next destination. 7. Évora. With more than 2,000 years of history packed into this small city and over 4,000 historic buildings, temples and churches, some dating back to Roman times, Évora is mesmerizing to explore. The Chilling Bone Chapel is interesting to visit, as are the Roman walls, ancient aqueducts and 13th-century Gothic cathedral. The city center is packed with fascinating places to visit, and outside of Évora is the intriguing megalithic complex of Almendras Cromlech that has a large group of menhirs and gigantic stones, laid out in a circle. 6. Coimbra. The largest city in the region that bears its name, Coimbra has a plethora of historical sites that will delight history lovers in. With one of the oldest universities in the world, the city has been a seat of learning for generations. Nowhere is this better demonstrated than at the beautiful Baroque Biblioteca Joanina, which is stunning to behold. The city center is great to wander around, with peaceful gardens and old churches overlooking the Rio Mondego down below. 5. Braga. Seamlessly mixing the old with the new, the different sides to Braga make it a fascinating place to stop by. The highlight for many is the incredible Bom Jesus do Monte. Looking up at it from the bottom of an almost endless flight of steps, the cathedral at the top looks majestic. The historic center of the city is also great to visit, and there are numerous churches and museums to pique your interest. The spectacular cathedral dates back almost 1,000 years, and, coupled with the new modern developments and spread-out university campuses, it perfectly presents the different faces of the city. 4. Aveiro. With its network of canals, footbridges and colorfully painted boats, it is perhaps unsurprising that Aveiro has been nicknamed the Venice of Portugal. Situated on the Atlantic coast, many people flock here for the picturesque beaches that lie just outside the city and the accompanying watersports on offer. Aveiro itself has more than enough attractions to keep people occupied, with the most popular being the impressive Aveiro Cathedral and the ornately decorated Convento de Jesus. 3. Sintra. See map. Almost fairy tale-like in terms of what is on offer, Sintra has domineering castles, elegant palaces, luxurious villas and royal residences that will entice and astound visitors to this beautiful part of the country. The undoubted highlight is the jaw-dropping Penha Palace, which is bewitching in its uniqueness. Nestled among a tree-filled hilltop, the bright yellow building looks as if it appeared out of a Disney film, such as its eccentricity and distinctive architectural style. The nearby Moorish castle is another fantastic place to visit, as are the picturesque mountains that surround the area. 2. Porto. See map. As it is the home of port, it is somewhat a given that you should try this sweet yet potent alcohol when visiting the city in northern Portugal. Porto is a picturesque place with vibrant colored buildings overlooking the Douro River, and the famous white and blue tiles that are so associated with the country are scattered around the city. The numerous hills are dotted with medieval palaces, cathedrals, churches and more, and simply wandering around Porto is a delight in itself. Head to the old center of Ribeira for its lively atmosphere, narrow twisting alleys and views over the river. 1. Lisbon. Portugal's capital city has become increasingly popular with tourists in recent years, and it's easy to see why. With its lovely weather, wealth of historical sites and picturesque setting on the banks of the Tagus River, it's a fantastic place to spend some time. The impressive St. George's Castle perched atop of a hill overlooking the city is a popular site to visit, as are Bellum Tower and the breathtakingly beautiful Geronimo's Monastery. With great, affordable food, Lisbon certainly has something for everyone. Make sure to try the famous pastel de nata before you leave.